Yeah, I made first.
I saw that. I just caught that over here. I caught that over here.
That was after I got back.
Well, after you got back. Had to wait till you get home, huh?
I had to wait till I get home first.
Well, that's a great picture.
Isn't it nice?
That is.
Yeah.
I forgot to add, maybe you told me, do you recall what the horsepower of that was, Bob?
Yeah. 2,200.
Is that what that was? What, I can't remember what all I asked you. What is the longest that you could stay airborne?
Well, it's 3-4 hours.
You could, you carried that much fuel?
Yeah.
Was the fuel in the wings and in the belly too, or all wings?
Yeah, in the wings and sitting on it.
Oh, sitting on it.
Yeah, that's the one that blew up underneath me.
That's why you got the.
Yeah.
Where's these burn marks that she mentioned that you? Oh.
That's where my wristwatch was.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Do you still have that watch?
I brought it back through prisoner of war and all, and then lost it.
You lost it.
Yeah.
What about the ring?
Same thing. I lost it somewhere.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
And I brought it back.
And that stayed with you?
Yeah, that's there. I still got the insignia of the watch. See, right there, the face of the watch.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Well, we should bring
my
that
legs
in.
are the same way.
You got the same.
Yeah. Legs, I burnt my socks off inside my shoes.
Are you recording this? Oh, are you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
How about that?
I was going to ask you, would you have ever thought you went over 1944.
Yeah.
Would you have ever thought at that time that some 12-year-old snotty-nosed kid from Canada would be interviewing you in 2010?
I didn't even know Canadians.
You were probably wondering if you'd even make it home.
Right.
At that time. Yeah, I was just thinking that the other day when I was coming down. I was so interested in you last week with the interview we took with you. It was great.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was great. So this is a good-looking fellow a few years back, huh?
Yeah.
Good picture. Good picture. But this here.
Yeah, that was one of our reunions.
Were the pitch control in that, Bob, was that electric or was it oil? Was that like they are today, where it's done with
oil
pressure?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Hydraulic. Yeah.
Could you pitch that to where you could push the plane backwards?
No.
You couldn't. Wouldn't go that extreme.
No.
Wouldn't go that extreme.
No, we couldn't even use it for brakes.
The one that I ride with today with my friend, the Cessna Conquest that has the jet, he can back it up, but he doesn't like it. He said that's very hard on the engine.
Oh.
Very hard on the engine to do it. He said if I get into a situation where I had to, I would do that. But he will brake with it when they land, because the wheel brakes are not all that great if you have to stop on a short field. But with the pitch, you can stand it on its nose if you had to. But he said to do it a lot is hard on the engine, especially the jet propelled engine like that. This is what was the first one you got, Bob? What was the first one you were awarded?
Oh.
On your medals?
I don't know, but they rate them this way. The Purple Heart takes precedence over everything.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of these was the first. This is the first one I was awarded. Air medal.
Okay.
So you get the air medal with a cluster in it. That's should be a silver cluster. It's tarnished. That means 5 of them.
Now, is that added to this after you get this? This little here, does that come with it?
Well, no. You get the air medal, and then you get another one, and you get a bronze cluster, and another one you get another bronze, so 3 or 4 bronze, and then you get a silver cluster.
Now, when do they give them to you? Do you get them as
needed, right in combat? When you do something good.
They give it to you then?
Yeah, like get back alive. Yeah.
Big plus, huh?
Yeah, big plus. And that's a prisoner of war.
Oh, that's prisoner of war?
That's prisoner of war, yeah. So they get the Purple Heart.
Do all of them look alike, regardless of what branch of the service you're in?
I don't know.
They're prisoner of war.
I don't know.
They all look alike?
Yeah.
And then, what do we come down to here?
That's a special one. Good conduct.
You got good conduct?
Yeah, I went 2 whole weeks without getting a venereal disease or something like that.
You didn't.
And these are the theaters, European theaters.
Okay.
And
this indicates Germany?
This is a rifle.
Oh.
Pistols.
That kind of reminded me of that German.
Yes, it does.
A little bit.
Yeah, and this is a unit citation. They get everybody in the unit got the same thing for outstanding work.
Okay. And then what do we come up to here?
Just a area.
Did you have all of these when you came out of the service, or did they send some to you later?
I was entitled to all of these when I come out, but I didn't have any.
Oh, okay.
And then they sent these to me later.
Now, what do you get into here, Bob? These here.
That's the same as these, but you got a ribbon here for here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Here for here.
Oh, yeah. Match up.
Yeah, so you can wear the ribbons instead of the medals.
And then what do we have up here?
This is the Air Force insignia. And this is the 9th Air Force.
Oh, okay.
This is insignia off of the officer's cap there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Did you bring any of the uniform home with you?
Yeah, but she wore it out for Halloween or something, and that was the end of it.
I have it in safekeeping.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I
But
do.
it still fit, Bob.
No.
And I think your ribbons are still on it too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you
think.
still had it.
I
And
might
you
be
actually
wrong.
picked this picture up of your plane off the, you picked it up off the internet?
Off the internet. They didn't even have an internet back then.
Did you do that, or somebody do it for you?
My sister got it for me.
Is she researching one?
Yeah,
day, or
she
how
was
did come up
researching
with
and
it?
come across it. Well, she was just researching everything I did, trying to find all about this and come up with that on the internet. I couldn't believe it.
I wonder if I went to the internet, it would still be there. I wonder what I'd have to, I wonder what she put into it to bring it up. I mean, how would you research that, Heidi? How would you go about bringing something like that
Didn't
up?
she have an inside connection?
She had an inside connection, yeah.
To know just how to,
Yeah.
to bring it. Are these just smaller ones?
Yeah, these are just smaller miniatures for these, yeah.
Purple Heart.
Purple Heart. Yeah, that's an expensive one.
Yeah, that's, you about gave your life for that one, didn't you?
You better believe it, yeah.
Did you have it on when I was asking about the burns? Mm-hmm. Did you have it on then when you showed me the burns from the? That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that protected the skin.
Yeah, but I can't tell what time it was.
Do you remember what time it was?
No.
Could have cared less, huh?
Could have cared less.
And the heat must have got.
Oh, just fried completely.
Well, with the canopy gone, and you didn't realize.
I didn't realize it. The canopy blown off.
When you were hit, it evidently. And you were trying to get the thing.
Trying to get out, yeah.
You wouldn't even notice that the wind was flying by
No.
because the heat would be so.
Yeah, the heat was so intense.
Was so intense.
Yeah. I had a leather jacket on and it fried, literally, like I was holding the controls. They had to cut me out of it, sit at the floor, and just sat there,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a big piece of bacon or something.
I was amazed. I was talking to Heidi at lunch. I was amazed at the treatment, the good treatment that you got when you got to the hospital in Paris. Was it Paris?
Paris, Germans treated me better than Paris did. And that was our hospital.
I was surprised at that you got that kind of treatment from the Germans.
They, as one of them told me, one of them being that one, I was laying in the bed next to him, and we got talking. I didn't speak German, he didn't speak English, but you get by,
Yeah.
And he wanted to know if I was at such a place on a certain date. I said, yeah. Oh, primo, Bert, you're beautiful. Were you flying these orange-tailed airplanes? Yeah.
So it got his interest.
Huh?
It got his interest in
It got his interest, yeah.
Well, when you were in Paris, had Paris been liberated yet?
Yes. After the war, this was when I got back to Paris.
Yeah. In other words, you were transferred there, so it was under Allied control.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
Because it was liberated, what, in 43 or 4?
3, I think it was.
43, because they were marching onto the Rhine after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd never talked to anybody that, well, I haven't talked to anybody at all like you with your adventures, but I was surprised at the treatment that they gave you. I thought they were more cold and brutal and.
To the Germans?
Yeah, but you never had any contact with the SS. Is that correct? After you were caught?
I lucked out. No, I didn't. They were coming looking for me.
That's what you were saying before.
Yeah. They were looking for me, but the Germans hid me out. So
they must not want any part of the SS.
Oh, they didn't either.
Of course, they knew how brutal they were. They knew how brutal they were. Well, do you want to sit down, Heidi?